Hi everyone. So far we have learned how to map a person DB object into a person DTO object using mapper. So in this mapper we are creating a completely new DTO object and returning the same, and we are validating over here. Now there might be few scenarios where we need to update the existing object. In this example we have set only the first name, and what about the last name? Let's set the last name over here and how our DTO can update. But set last name, set the DTO after converting or after updating DTO object. So how we are going to achieve this one? So let's go to the mapper and see the existing implementation. Let's go to the implementation. In the implementation, as we discussed earlier, a new object has been constructed and values has been set accordingly. So now let's write an update method, public void update DTO, and it requires at least two parameters. One would be the DTO object itself and another one is a source. The source can be the person DB object or any other object. Person DTO object, person DTO object as a DTO, and we need to provide person DB object. Let's say source. So if I save it, we'll get a compilation error that it can't generate it, because by default mapper expects a create. That means it's expecting a return object from it, but as it is an update method or update mapper, we need to notify the mapper that what is the target. So in this case, let's provide mapping target by providing annotation. So now if I save it, it's successfully compiled and the implementation has been generated. Let's see the implementation. If we see it here, if the source is not null, it's setting the values. All the DB object parameters which are mapped has been set. By default, it goes to the same name and same data type. That is the reason it has set first name and the last name. Let's go back to our test case and set the last name. And we need to call the mapper. So mapper dot update, and we need to put the DTO and the DB object. And now we need to assert. So let's provide the assertion. Let's say exactly the same name. And save it and run the unit test case. It's success. That means our changes are working as expected, which means D2 object is being updated with the DB object. That's all for now. Thank you.